Back to throw, Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off play action, Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
From the gun, here's Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Third and long for Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Get it!
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Raiders at 6-2 to start play. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Ready. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Pickett back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw is Phillips. To throw on second down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
60
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Operating from the gun, Phillips. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Got it. Ready?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Cougar 19.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Let's go now.
In motion right goes Adams.
Mustang 19.
Phillips now throwing on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Phillips. They'll roll him out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air on first down with Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down and a yard. Pickett now from the gun here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw again with Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Get it! 19 Lions! Dragon 60! Let go!
Now Phillips. A final shot before break. A throw right side here going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the fair catch signaled for, and so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
65.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Go ahead.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Stand hot.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
Go.
It's 2nd and 21.
Stand.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, alert!
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw, Pickett. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Pickett. This is caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
11,
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
Here we go.
This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Stay hot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Stay hot.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
Now Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 13 yards out. And the Steelers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Go ahead.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's good for Las Vegas. 12.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 40s. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. Stay hot.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stay hot.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is.
Here we go.
For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
65. Stay hot.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to...
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Here's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend its...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
11. Stay hot.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Pickett back to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Pickett on second down. No surprise at this point. It's Freiermuth yet again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert to get